Hello viewers and welcome to today's quest. We have The World Wakes. You can start this by speaking to Orlando Smith, excavating west of the Legends Guild by Artie. You need a combat level of at least 100. For some extra rewards, you needed to have completed Ritual the Mahjarrat, the Firemaker's Curse, Branches of Darkmeyer, the Void Stares Back, and the Chosen Commander. Those are not mandatory. You can always come back and get the extra rewards later on. For required items, you just need some combat stuff. I'm bringing range personally. Bring whatever is your strongest, as well as an overload instead of a superset and some prayer renewal or prayer restores if you want. I'm also bringing some food. So where this is, you can see right here, there's the Legends Guild, there's Artie, and this is where we start. And for this, I'm just going to bring some basic range gear, some Death Lotus, some Armadillos, stuff like that. So let's speak to Orlando Smith. What are you up to here? So you just need me to open the doors? Sure. Sounds like fun. So let's open us some ancient doors. So strewn around the place, we're going to find a bunch of artifacts. Shattered blade. Scattered parchment. Dusty parchment in the corner. An active obelisk. Stone carvings. Go in and investigate the statue. Kill the automatons. So when they pound the ground like that, get away from them. Kind of hurts. I guess it doesn't really much matter. I'm going to choose the first option. Well, I assume if you ask how he knows that, he's just going to ramble on about something and then you're going to be stuck asking him what it means anyway, so let's choose the first. What do you mean trouble? Okie dokie. What do you gain from telling me this? How do I know you're not playing me? Because he probably is. I already know my decision. I'd better get going then. So for this fight, he's going to throw tornadoes around the room. We need to stay out of those at all costs. Also, any form of protection against range or deflect or protect missiles, that would be highly suggested. Now, while he is weaker than in the God Wars dungeon, and you can use melee against them, I would recommend range or magic, something that you can stay away from him. When he does his special attack, he's gonna yell something like "Storms align to me." They're all gonna go to him. All the tornadoes that he summoned are gonna go to him. And then after a short while, he's gonna burst them all out from him. So make sure when he does that to stay away until he does that so that you won't get hit by the tornadoes and die. So I guess let's try it. So talk to him. Why are you following Ziliana then? I'm sorry, but I can't leave. Well, that wasn't as bad as I was thinking it would be. So, let's walk through the door. So let's go to the other side of this wonderful puzzle and activate the control panel. Gethex is in trouble. I'm here to protect him. The first thing you're going to want to do is these constantly move back and forth. You only want to set the boulder off from the straight track before it when it's like that. For these are conveyor belts. If you want it to go this way and then the lines are going that way, it's going to push it right back and it's going to break. The red ones, they stay like that until the boulder runs through them, and then they switch, and then that changes how the puzzle goes from there on. So rotate this track here. I want to rotate that, rotate this. Here, just follow what I'm doing, and if push comes to shove, just look at the end result and try to emulate it. release the boulder. Wait until this allows it to go through. Open the straight track. Now for these, they all have to be going this way. So wait until they go back this way to make it go south. And there we go. That's the first one done. Now from the second one, we're going to be coming from this side. So let me just start rotating stuff now. So we want to get this one to this destination. So release the boulder. Wait till it goes to the left. Now we need to make everything go to this one. And to make it go from that one, that means we go to this corner here to there. Okay, so that's the path this one is going to take. And let's release the boulder. Now we have to do this one, which means coming from this side. So now I'm going to start rotating these ones. So the path we're going to want this to take is through there, over here, and there. So let's get this ball rolling. guess let's go to the shrine behind them. So view the strange map. Give the Naragi rules to follow and live in peace. Do nothing. Let nature take its course. Encourage the Naragi to take care of themselves. Encourage Naragi to choose a more peaceful leader. And there we go. Now, some of the things that it told you could have been different. So make sure that you just raise each of the categories up. You're given a bunch of chances to show that you understand how to balance things. It's just all a matter of figuring out which ones those are. Enthuse the group. Reinforce the importance of protecting the edicts. Highlight the strengths of the group. Whoever's coming through this one is very big and slow. We're going to want to put Childer and Therisk in that one. Sounds like there's a lot of enemies breaking through there and the foul stench of the undead. We're going to want to put Chris there. Enemies sound large, slow, and heavy. That's perfect for death, which means the last one is going to be for Faluda and Fiara. So let's talk to Juna. I finished setting up. I'm happy with the formation for now. So as you see, there's elixirs here. One will restore health, one will restore prayer. Find the one that Childer is at, Little Fairy. before you enter their storage ring, you're going to be fighting Grardor there. He reflects your damage when he yells protect. Do not stand in front of him when he says he's mad, and avoid falling debris when he says he smash. Yes, I'm sure. Let's go. You can protect or deflect against melee here if you choose. So look for shadows on the ground. That'll tell you where to avoid rocks. So leave. I am going to switch my prayers to magic. Let's go in. There's going to be 2 dark portals here. We're going to want to kill those first. Kill Zem till he's about 70%. Then we're going to want to kill 4 more of the dark portals and then finish off Zemo, whatever. I'm sure. Let's go. So destroy the portal first, or you're not going to be able to hit him at all. So destroy the portal. And I guess I'm going to go for melee protection. Yes, let's go. So let's get out of here. The next place we're going to want to go is to the room guarded by death. For Krill, that's who we're going to be fighting the special attacks. When he runs, when he shouts, "You cannot stand against Zamarkian might," you need to avoid spikes that are going to appear underneath you. When he says, "Run, coward," he's going to run in front of him, so just move out of the way of that. When he shouts that Guthix is going to die, you are going to want to run from him and just keep running, and because he's going to go at you and hit you very, very quickly. So leave and go to the other one. There's only one left, and this is going to be an Acra. Yay! So I'm just going to whip freedom on my bar. And let's go. Now for Anaka, she wants to steal your health. And obviously the lower health you have, the less she steals, just like thieving. If she begins to steal your health and you don't want her to, you just hide behind something and she will stop, so long as there's something between you two. It's recommended to stay below 2,000 health points and to bring low healing food stuff, because that will keep you alive for a longer time. If you want, you can use a bunyip. I'm going to try without it. And she will, occasionally she's going to tackle you, which will stun you, and you could just use freedom to get out of it. So this is where things are going to get a little tricky. We're going to have to defend Juna for 2 minutes. While they may be pretty weak, they can still hurt. Let's go. We can either tap everything to fight us and then kill them, or we can repair the barriers that have gone down. So let's speak to Cress first. So I guess let's speak to Azanadra. I'm going to choose to protect him, even though he's going to die anyway. Whoops, spoiler. Let's head on. There's going to be obstacles and traps here. We're going to want to avoid them. So easiest way is just to click to the end. And if you get trapped by ice, just click it to break it and continue running for your life. So go to Gothics. So walk along the islands until you get to Gothics. I guess choose whichever one you want. I'm gonna go for the one, number 1. The world is unprotected. The gods can return. We should be mourning him. That's pretty much all. Yeah. There will not be another war. Speak to Sarah Doman. Up to you what you choose. It'll depend how the gods react to you in further storylines. So I could guard the world against gods. Congratulations, you have completed the World Wakes. You are awarded 3 quest points, 250,000 prayer XP lamp if you have 80 prayer, 110,000 XP slayer lamp if you have 70 slayer, 300k XP lamps usable on any 3 individual skills that are above level 75, 350,000 XP lamps usable on any combat skills that are above level 65. You are given the 6-age circuit, which is a ring, Juna's gift, which is exchangeable, access to the Guthix shrine, the World Guardian title, 5 new combat abilities, access to the Crestspot area, and Crestpots as a Slayer target. You are awarded 2 treasure hunter keys as well if you are not an Iron Man. So as you can tell, the ones that we unlocked are Sunshine, Death Swiftness, Balanced Strike, Neutral Instinct, and Guthix's Blessing. You can find any of these in your ability book. For any of the lamps, if you do not have the level in order to use them, like say the prayer or the slayer ones, you can destroy them and then speak to the high druid to get them back again. Juna's gift can be exchanged for a Xanadrez or a Zeleni's gift at the high druid as well. They are just cosmetic. They're a chest piece. Juna's is obviously going to be green. A Xanadrez is going to be similar to what they have as well. It's going to be like purple, bluish. And Ziliana's gift is going to be Saradomin themed, going to have a big star in the chest and be blue mostly. So now let's return because we can do a few more things. Pay your respect at the monument. And see, we have the High Druid here. That gives us 100,000 prayer experience to do that. If we light the torches, we're going to get 50,000 experience total. We can get the 6-age circuit back if we lose it by going to Juna. We also can get automatons as a Slayer task at 67 Slayer. It also gives us access to the automaton area. And we can get more, if you want to play on the lore, we can get more lore if you speak to a Xanadra, Juna, Therisk, or one of the Druidesses if Therisk happens to die, Fiara or Coulson, Chalder, Char, and Ali the Wise. And also for completing this quest is a requirement for One of a Kind and the Light Within. Now a little bit about the abilities. Now Balanced Strike, how it works is if you have less health than a monster you're fighting and you use it, you will damage them for what that difference is. However, if you have more health than the monster does, it will damage you for what the difference in between that is. And sometimes if you're not close enough, it won't do any damage at all. As well, similarly, if you're both at full health, it's not going to do any damage. The most damage that this can do, for those thinking of doing this at bossing, the most damage it can do is 32,000. So I guess if you're going to do bossing, it could help quite a bit. It will use 100% of your adrenaline, and it requires 85 attack. Death Swiftness, it's a ranged ability. It as well uses 100% of your adrenaline, and it needs 85 range in order for it to use. And what it does is, if you notice when people are ranging, they have that black half sphere go around them, and it swirls. That happens for 30 seconds. It's a 3x3 shroud, is so to call. That's what it is. It deals 10 to 20% of your weapon damage every 2 seconds, so long as it has contact with the enemy that you're fighting. It also increases your range damage by 50% if you are inside. Some say that it's good to use your nature instinct, then whip yourself out back up to full adrenaline and use Death Swiftness before nature's instinct goes away. Sunshine requires 85 magic. It will use all of your adrenaline as well. It's what happens if sometimes you see people doing magic and this light shines down on them and they're standing within this circle of sun. That will, if you stand within it, you will get a 50% increase to your magic damage, and any target or anything that you're fighting that enters the beam, so long as it stays within that beam, they will be hit for 10 to 20% of your weapon damage for every 2 seconds, for a total of 30 seconds is how long it'll last for. Now Natural Instinct requires 85 defense. It uses 100% of your adrenaline, and what it does is it doubles the rate at which you get adrenaline for 20 seconds. And if you're using it in PvP, it will use up all of your adrenaline to use it, but it will also drain your opponent's adrenaline to 0 and transfer it to you. Guthix's Blessing requires 85 constitution. It takes away all of your adrenaline, and when you use it, a green butterfly, Guthixian butterfly summon, and it heals 8% of your maximum health every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. It can be killed by players and whatever creatures you're fighting against alike. So it's recommended that you use it. If you're going to be using it during fight, you wait until either what you're fighting has either been stunned or killed. It's also really good for those that do not wield a shield to be able to use a rejuvenate ability. There's also, you get access to this Guthix's cave, and when you offer your chronicles here, you will get increased divination experience. And if you want access to the memory of the Nargun again, you use the fairy ring code AIS. So I think that just about covers everything. I hope that you enjoy your rewards, enjoy your new title in your ring if you choose that, and I will see you for the next quest. So, ciao!